1, punch him in the face. Kidding, I'm kidding, so don't do that. Rule number 1, violence is never the answer. Fight with your mind, not with your fists. 2, agree with them. I used to do this at school. Whatever they say, just politely agree. You're an ugly idiot. Yes, I am. Thank you for noticing. You've got no friends. No, it's a shame, isn't it? You pick your nose and eat it. It's a delicious, nutritious meal. It's a more fun way to deal with what is a crappy situation. By agreeing, you're minimizing what the bully can pick on because they're looking for your hidden, deepest, darkest insecurities that you would never tell anyone. So by openly admitting to everything the bully's trying to pin on you, it just becomes boring. It's also a double bluff if your bully manages to land on something that's actually true about you. They'll probably think it isn't true if you just honestly admit to them that it is, because who would do that? 3, do not retaliate. It doesn't matter what they say or do to you or how awful it gets. The moment you start hurling abuse back, you sink to their level. If you maintain the moral high ground, you're untouchable up there. 4, stay calm. Nothing spells disaster like wetting yourself in front of a bully. You just have to keep in mind that this bully leads a much sadder life than yours. Who goes around bullying other people and treating people like crap for fun? Someone who's damaged on the inside. Bullies try to draw attention to your insecurities to take attention away from their own. It's the equivalent of going, look, there's an elephant over there, don't look at me, look at that elephant over there. I always found knowing that made it far easier just to ignore the bully, because everything they said from then on was just irrelevant. I just found myself feeling sorry for anybody who was picking on other people because they felt that if they didn't, people would pick on them. 5, tell someone. I know this sounds really cliche, and a lot of the time teachers and parents and stuff say, oh, just ignore them, and obviously we all know it's not as easy as that. But even if no immediate action is taken, or you feel like it's just not helped at all, at least you've made someone aware of it, so if something does crop up again, they'll remember the last time that you said something, and each time you're more likely to get something done about it. Also, it just helps to talk about it. The worst thing you could possibly do is just bottle it up and suffer in silence. Nobody wants you to do that. Your family and friends care about you and want to make sure that you're having a good time at school and you're not having someone making your life a misery. That sucks. I know what that feels like. If you feel uncomfortable talking to an adult, maybe try talking to a friend or a group of friends, and then when you feel more comfortable talking about it, you can all approach someone of authority like a teacher or a parent together. Also, if you see someone else being bullied, make someone aware of it. Everyone who experiences bullying goes through it in different ways and they deal with it in different ways. It's easier for some and it's harder for others, and I mean, either way it sucks. And it's so much easier for bullying to occur now with the internet. Every now and again I go through this phase of just hating the internet because I just don't understand it. How you end up finding yourself in a situation that you did not mean to happen, and it is just terrifying at times. Bullying doesn't stop after school, unfortunately. I learnt that the hard way. It sucks. It sucks. It's all part of that horrible phrase, life isn't fair. But the older you become, it becomes easier to A, ignore it because the smaller things don't get to you as much as they do when you're younger and in school, and B, it's easier to tell someone just to get it over with sooner because you just don't want to go through that again after having already been through it at school. But as long as we all have some idea of how to deal with it responsibly and respectfully, and when I say respectfully, I don't mean just to other people, I mean to ourselves as well. There are some people who deal with it by self-harming or starving themselves, and in some extreme cases killing themselves, and it absolutely breaks my heart because it just shouldn't happen. Why is that still happening? It makes me so angry. But as long as we're all looking out for each other, and like I said, we can all deal with it responsibly and respectfully, we will find a way to eventually overcome it. I don't want this video to come across as like patronising or condescending or preachy, or like I've never said anything bad to anyone in my life before, because I have. We all have. We all say stupid things that we don't mean when we're annoyed, or when we're faced with someone who's accusing us of something we didn't do, or there's a million situations as to why you'd say something out of turn. I don't want you guys to think this video is coming from someone who thinks they're perfect or who thinks that they've never done anything wrong, because I've openly admitted to you before that I have done stupid things wrong. I still do stupid things wrong. I make mistakes. I'm not perfect. I never have said to you that I am. But I've been in that situation where I was bullied. I had to leave a school because I was bullied so bad. So I don't want you guys to think that I think I've never done anything wrong. I've only ever been victimized. I'm the victim, so I'm going to tell you how to deal with it, because I don't know what the best way to deal with bullying is. I can only tell you how I would deal with it if I was back at school knowing everything that I know now. I can just offer you advice as someone who's been through it and found certain ways that worked better than others. Everyone has their own ways of dealing with things, and this is just mine. This got deeper than I thought it would, sorry.
Hello again! This is the second time I am vlogging in 1 week. I think we should just acknowledge that for one moment. That's what happens when I vlog. I get little gold coins.